Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Survival But Better. This video has taken 4 months to produce due to my burnout, and I'm very sorry for that. But I hope it's gonna suffice for all of the hardships I went through while filming and making this video. And the next ones are gonna be so much better than everything I've done so far, or at least that is my goal. So without further ado, let's get on building.
Somehow these idiots got zombified, and since I need villagers for today's project, I needed to cure them. Okay, and just like I said in the intro, I want to do something different with today's episode. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I've been running really low on time. I was really busy, but those are just details. And come on, any second now. Okay, well, I'm really dumb. It seems I did not foresee the fact that since they wouldn't be cured at the same time, one of them is just gonna zombify the other one again, so we are gonna have to do everything again. So this time I'm gonna make sure they're isolated. Well, I've started the build on the string duper and the actual string farm with the villagers on top, and I can say that the string duper is actually working. As you can see, it's working perfectly fine, and I think I'm gonna let this run until I fill these 4 chests so I have some string for the future to trade with. And yeah, let's continue with the build.
Even though this build is a very simple and kind of bland build, it is very important for the village because it allows me to get infinite emeralds and it is a pretty alright XP source. Okay, I must say this video's production was absolutely horrible. Besides taking actual months because I got burnt out of playing this game for like a whole 3 full months. I lost a lot of footage. Yeah, I built this whole thing, that whole thing's exterior. You're gonna see a little bit of me building the interior right after this clip. And I also built a little thing over there. And when I tried to edit the flashback, the thing that helps me record time lapses and such, when I wanted to edit those clips, they were just corrupted. Like, they were just corrupt. I opened them and all that was shown was a black screen. So to pseudo make up for that, I'm gonna give you a tour and show you what I built. Yeah, this is a really weird video. Hopefully the next ones are gonna be on par with my past few episodes, but there's really nothing I can do. I tried a lot of different methods to recover the files, going on different older saves or different folders of my instance to try and see if I can get the flashback footage to run well, but I really couldn't find anything. The most I could find was some footage when I built this, and you will have that in the video, and also a bit of that interior, but not a lot. So yeah, this is my Fletcher thing with my string duper, where I get my emeralds and my current level farm, I guess. This produces a lot of string. I mean, I don't know if there's anything left here, but no, I used it all. I use it very fast because these guys are some pretty greedy villagers. But yeah, these are just fishermen. As you can see, I've basically mastered all of them because I've traded a lot. And they have this string trade, which allows me to get infinite emeralds. Yeah, I really like the exterior of this build. I like the roof. Where I implemented moss into the stone. I think it gives it a pretty nice color, but yeah, not the most complicated build whatsoever. And also I like this, I gave it this little like archery outcrop thing where you can, you know, shoot your bow, I guess. Wow, incredible. But yeah, this is just like a nice detail to go with the build. Okay, then we have the centerpiece of today's video, which I will get to a bit later. Or a bit later, which is like in a couple of seconds, because this is going to take a really short amount of time to show you. But I added this to the blacksmith, which is the last video you guys saw. This is where my 3 trading villagers are: the armorer, the toolsmith, and the weaponsmith. And they give me infinite diamond tools. So I basically have everything set if I ever need tools and enchants. But yeah, that's the second thing that I really built in this video. This is a really it's kind of built in a very different style. As you can see, like these are pretty obviously medieval style builds, or like medieval-ish. But this kind of seems even modernish, kind of like, not modernish, but you know, I don't know a lot of architecture terms to be to be fair with you guys, but it just kind of seems different. But this is basically supposed to be something of a town hall. And so I wanted to make it look very different, very, you know, important, like for different important people like the mayor or stuff like that to come in here and actually do stuff. Why is this there? That is not supposed to be there. But yeah, so let me show you inside. There's supposed to be a couple of paintings over here, but I did not get to actually doing those. And here we have all of these villagers. So there's a zombie somewhere. I think he's underground. I'm gonna have to dispatch him. I have an extra storage room here. I did not know what to do with the interior. I might change it in the future if I get some ideas, or if you guys have some ideas, feel free to leave them down in the comments. But yeah, this is kind of just like a storage room that I might begin to use because my little one in the starter house is getting pretty crowded and filled up. So yeah, we have all the enchants I could ever need, and that is how I got these bad boys over here. Perfect tools in my opinion, except I don't have a fortune pickaxe, or if I do, I think it's in my tool chest. So yeah, that's about it, and I will let you go on with the video. I'm sorry for all of the inconveniences for this video, but I hope I'm gonna make up for it in future videos. Okay, so I've been making some progress on the villagers, at least the western wing of the, villager trading thing is done. Just happened. Okay, anyway, so I already have feather falling right here. They're not all 1 emerald trades, but I mean, it's fine. We have unbreaking, fortune. This one is power. Of course, this also unlocks lantern trades, and I think glass trades, but I'm not sure. Aqua affinity, and I just got respiration. Now for these two, they are a bit stubborn, and I'm not gonna have all the enchants in the game. It's just the ones that I'm gonna use for now. If later I'm gonna use some more enchantments, I'll of course make a huge library. I'm also recently playing a lot of Elden Ring, and it is very inspiring because that game is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I have not played a more beautiful game than Elden Ring in terms of graphics. And there is a giant library in that game, and I think I can get some inspiration from that, and it'll help me get a design going. But that is in the far future. It's taken me so long to produce this video because I just felt really burnt out on Minecraft, and I'm sorry for that. Death Strider, there we go. Okay, that's perfect.
Now the next step was actually curing the east wing of villagers. And let me tell you, I absolutely hate working with zombie villagers, even though it doesn't seem that hard. They sometimes just die if I'm not being careful, or they might kill me, and then that's annoying because I lose levels. But in the end, it all turned out okay, and I started the process to get the enchants I wanted in the east wing as well.
I did it. I got every single achievement that I think I'd need, and honestly, I gave up when finding sharpness. I found the sharpness for like once, then I didn't find it again for like another 1,000 uses of an axe. I actually broke an axe before I finished. And so next time I got it, I just settled for it. I mean, I'm here since like 5, and it's nearly 7. So yeah, that's almost 2 hours straight of just breaking this damn lectern and waiting for the villager to get a sharpness enchant. And I think this is gonna do all right. I mean, it's not too expensive. I also hit him once by accident, so it's 1 emerald more expensive, but it's fine. Okay, so we have all of the emeralds, all of the villagers. Now it's time to get all of the enchants and get my gear as enchanted as I can, of course, limited by the amount of levels that I have. So let's go do that. Alright, so this whole villager thing is now finished. I went ahead and enchanted all of my gear. This took quite a while because I had to get levels from the the stronghold farm. But in the end, it is all great. We have a bow with power 5, flame, and infinity. All the best enchants that you could ever think of. This is why I love villagers, even though I hate them because they're stupid sometimes. But it's okay. It pays off, as you can see. With this gear, we can actually just go ahead and start gearing up, or not gearing up because the gear is already here, but we can start getting some of the ender eyes and finding the first stronghold. So the first step to that is going to the nether and killing some endermans, or I could go on the route of making a cleric villager and trading with them for the ender eyes, or for the ender pearls, sorry. And yeah, that's another path, or I could just go into the nether and kill some endermans. So
I think I'll try the Enderman route right now, and let's go into the Nether.
Okay, so I kind of lied to you. I did go into the Nether, and I did try to get the Ender pearls that way, but then I quickly figured out it was going to be very slow, so I got a cleric villager and quickly got myself 15 eyes of Ender. Hopefully that is enough. I mean, I could try to be a bit more safe, get a couple more, just so I don't regret it, and I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So I'll show you the cleric villager as well. And here he is. This is my cleric who sells ender pearls, but it seems he's having trouble restocking the trade. Okay, that is not the most ideal thing right now. Please, maybe do it. Come on, for me. You know what? I'll just go with the 15 and hope I do not get exceedingly unlucky. Okay, let's see if the Ender Eye's direction changed at all. Nope, it is still in the exact same area. Well, this stronghold was being really stubborn. I kept climbing mountains, walking around, even swimming, and it was absolutely nowhere. Alright, so the stronghold is most definitely around here because I keep seeing the Ender Eye switching locations, so let's start digging down. It seems this stronghold is actually in the deep dark biome, so I'm out of here. And of course, there is one Ender Eye that I'm missing because, as usual, I'm very unlucky. So now I gotta go all the way back home, come back with another Ender Eye, and complete the portal in order to be able to enter and fight the boss. So yeah, I'll see you after that. Okay, so after a trip back home, I am right back with the last Ender Eye, and let's... Wow. Yeah, that is amazing. So it's time for us to enter the end dimension. You've probably seen this fight a million times, so I'm not gonna talk a lot through it, but I'll try and at least have some segments of talking. So yeah, let's go. Few more arrows and it's done. Let's get this. 1, 2, come on, 3, and there it is. The Ender Dragon falls once again, as per usual. Not the hardest of boss fights, honestly. I mean, after we play Elden Ring, what the hell is gonna be hard at all? We get ourselves a free amount of XP, a pretty good amount of XP. Let's repair those tools and the armor. And now the end is open for us to explore through the end gate right there and to get ourselves the Elytra. I do want to get the egg, so maybe if I get one of these torches. Boom, let's make a teleport and let's get it right here. Boom. And the next generation, the dragon egg. We'll definitely find a place to put that in our village. Okay, so honesty is something really important to me. And that is why I'm gonna actually tell you that this is not the first time I'm getting the Elytra. The first time I did get it was recorded on the same day, which is actually today. But I died. I fell into the void like a very dumb person because I'm very good at the game. And I lost everything. Now, it's not an issue of me not being able to find another end city or getting back my tools. It just would have taken a very long time. I'm coming from probably the worst burnout I've ever experienced when talking about Minecraft, which was about like three months long. I did not play this game at all because I just didn't feel like it. And having to grind again for hours to get all the XP, I think it would have just pushed me again into another burnout because I would have left this project, and I really want to keep posting on this channel. So I think this time, for me at least, this is what works for me. I took the liberty of going back onto a backup of my world and just getting the Elytra again and not dying this time. So yeah, that is everything. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I want to be honest. I want to tell you everything I do in the world without detours, without anything. And it's not like I spawned myself a full netherite beacon. I just accelerated what would have taken a very long time and what would have likely impeded me from finishing this video. And with that, I'll let you continue on to the end. All that was left to do was actually get back home because the stronghold was about 1,000 blocks away. And after that, our adventure for this video has come to an end. Okay, so I got home, I traded for the unbreaking and the mending books, and now it's time to finally enchant our first Elytra of this playthrough. Here we go, unbreaking 3 and mending, and I still have 60 levels remaining, so that is pretty amazing. We have the full gear that we would ever really need. We have an iron farm, we have really good tools, villagers, so I think we're set up to actually start some building projects in this world, because what we have done so far is pretty light stuff. We need to expand faster, build better, build more, and build even bigger. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys, hopefully, not 4 months later, on the next one.